Hello, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you're from and you're listening to this now. My name is Chrissy Lowry, and I am the founder of Curdlebed Company. I'm also the radio presenter for the Craft to Be Kind show. Now, the Craft to Be Kind show was broadcast live, aired live, if you like, until last year with COVID. And at the moment, I'm doing a podcast instead. And today's lovely guest is our fabulous Sue from Earthgems, and I'm going to talk to Sue all about her journey. Hello, Sue. How are you?
Hello, Chrissy. I'm very well, thank you.
We've just
Hello, everybody else.
yeah, we've it's been a long few months. I don't know why, but I feel this lockdown this time has been a lot longer than the first one, which was longer, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Sounds good. Your daughter's
yeah.
saying hello. I am going to, if you explain to us a little bit about what Earth Gems is, who is behind the scenes, and where you live, all that sort of stuff. Just tell us about Earth Gems.
Just rabbit on,
Yeah.
in other words. Yeah, okay. Well, Earthgems Jewellery started as purely a hobby. Purely a hobby. I've always hobbied with the children, and as children, myself and my two sisters always hobbied with my dad. He was a great hobbyist. He did all sorts of things. So it's sort of bred into us, if you like. So we all do crafts. But I've always made things with the kids while they were growing up. And several years ago, when Alison moved back to the Highlands from where she was, we decided we want to do something together, something we could share. So she'd always quite liked jewellery making. She'd done it as a child. So we decided to have a go at that. And we saw Jewellery Maker channel.
Oh.
And we bought ourselves some gemstone kits. And the idea was just to make jewellery for us. Well, that was fine to start with. But before long, you end up with so much jewellery and you just don't wear it. And female relatives were getting a bit fed up with jewellery for Christmas and birthday and, whatever. So somebody suggested we try the local craft fairs. So we booked our first community market and off we toddled, and it's grown arms and legs since there.
So have you always
We've
done
sold a
the
few.
have you always done the clay then?
No,
No. So it was
no.
your
We
first.
used to just we used to just string beads.
Ah,
Well, I shouldn't say just string beads. It's an art in
yeah.
itself. I don't want to put down any bead stringers. Um, we used to put beaded gemstone necklaces, bracelets, earrings together, and they used to sell quite well. And at the time, now I'm going back about 12 years, at the time we were the only people in this area that were really working with gemstones like that. So that was fine. But within a year or so, everybody and their brother started doing gemstone jewellery,
Yeah.
um, stringing the same sort of thing we were doing. So we decided we needed to take a step sideways and do something a bit more original. And then we came across this thing called metal clays, and I was interested. I just found it on the internet, and I was interested in it. And the next thing I knew, I got a Christmas present from my hubby, and it was the packet of clay and a how-to book. I already had some of the equipment because this fantastic stuff you can start with just a firing brick and a torch, a butane torch. The same thing you use for your creme brulee,
Oh, I
for
know.
cooking,
Yeah.
just a kitchen torch. So you can just start with very few things. So he made this big mistake of buying me this for Christmas. And after January, when Christmas was all over and packed away, I couldn't wait to get started on this. So I was looking for anything and everything that I could impress the texture on the clay with, because it's very much like pottery clay. Maybe I should explain
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
people that
please
don't
do.
know exactly what it is. It's an organic binder, but it's full of recycled, reclaimed silver dust, or bronze dust, or copper dust. Or there is a gold one, but we're not going there. It's too expensive. And you model with it. It's just like very, very fine pottery clay. And you can literally just model with it. You can mould it, you can impress it, you cut it, you can do virtually anything with it. Anything you can do with Play-Doh is what we tell our workshop ladies. If you can do it with Play-Doh, you can do it with metal clay. So you make your little item and then you fire it either with your torch or in your kiln. And hey presto, the clay burns away and the metal particles all join back together.
That's fabulous.
So you end up with a piece of solid silver, copper, bronze.
You started with the torch. You started with the torch, did you?
Yes.
Because I've only known you since you've had a kiln.
Got my torch behind me on my kiln.
I know you've had a kiln. I didn't know you started with a torch.
I can show you a torch. I know you. Everybody else can't see, but I know you can.
I can. I remember when you got your. Sue and I actually know each other we'll talk about that in a while. But I remember when the kiln came. See, I've never seen that. So this is like a little hairdryer torch for people who we are going live at the same time, but this would be turned into a podcast, obviously. So she's got. Oh my word! She's even turned it on. That looks dangerous. Have you ever burnt yourself?
No.
Oh, I would.
No. I'm a cook by trade, so I've used one for years.
Of course, I'd forgotten.
So I just started using it for clay instead of cooking. You know?
Yeah.
I think I do more clay, cook more clay than I do dinners these days.
Do you use the kiln more?
I do now,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The torch was great to start with because you can pick these up for about £15 to £20. And we already had fire brick. So really it was a cheap way to start, although the clay can be quite expensive. But it was a cheap way, equipment-wise, to start. The kilns came later. First of all, I got a very small kiln, a small Prometheus kiln, which my sister bought me. Now, you know my sister because she's writing about the roots, Barbara. And she bought me my first little kiln. Or I should say she gave me the money, my first little kiln. And since then, we've bought two more. So we've got the small one, and then Alison and I have both got bigger ones now as well. So
Alison,
there's been a lot invested.
Alison's obviously your daughter. You're both up in Scotland in the Highlands. And
yes, I got sidetracked a bit there, didn't I? Where did we get to?
Oh, no, that's okay. I really wanted to see it. So you're not that far apart, but you've both got your kilns. And you both do different things, is that right? You have to put me right.
Yeah. We live about, and I'm probably going to get this wrong, but it's probably about 25 miles apart, which is no distance at all if you live in Highlands. Might sound a lot to some people.
No, I don't think it is.
It takes about 40 minutes to get between houses by car. So I live near Glen Affric, which is very beautiful. It's the most beautiful glen in Scotland, actually. And I have a kiln here in my workshop, and I do the silver. Practically everything, not everything, but practically everything I make is silver. It's best not to cross-contaminate because the bronze can contaminate the silver. So we tend to work with one each. So I'll do the silver, and Ali does the bronze and copper.
Well, I've learned something today.
But we're doing our separate workshops.
I have learned
something today,
yeah. And you do separate workshops as well?
We do workshops, yes. So when you do come and visit,
I will be there.
You'll be doing a workshop.
I will be. So is that all at your place?
Is that
the workshops located where you live? In your place?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, because the kilns don't like to travel far. It upsets their electronics if you take them on bumpy journeys. So, So we do small workshops here. I've got the new studio now, which I've only used once for a workshop. But we'll do small up to probably fit 3 or 4 people in here. But if we do a big workshop for 8 or 9, we hire a room at the local hall.
Oh, fabulous.
Which, because I'm a local resident, we get at local resident prices, so it works out quite good.
And obviously,
and nice craft room there.
Obviously, the last year you haven't been able to do that, have you?
No, we miss them. They're great fun. They're great fun. We really miss our workshops.
I bet they are.
You know, seeing what other people make. It can be a bit stressful at times, but it's generally
I
great
want to
fun.
make a heart, surprisingly enough.
With a pink stone.
With a pink stone, yeah. I've actually got quite a few Earthgem pieces. They're absolutely gorgeous. They are. Is that what you've got on now? Have you got that?
Yes, I'm wearing a.
Is it a butterfly?
I'm wearing a bee.
Oh, it's a bee. That's beautiful.
And I've got dragonfly earrings.
Now, for people who are listening to the podcast, they are gorgeous. Check Sue out on Earthgems, and perhaps you will put that picture on your page, maybe, or share that. You can share the live, actually, can't you?
Oh yeah.
So tell us about where you sell, what you do, where people can find you, what items you make, because you make quite a lot, and your specialised product.
Specialised products. Now, which one of those shall I start with? Let me see. Where do we sell? In normal times, we sell at local events, craft fairs, Highland Games. Oh, we missed the Highland Games last year. It was, it's not the same. You can't see a man tossing his caber. Summer's not worth it.
I've seen them on video. It looks so much fun, actually.
That's great. The Highland Games are great. We normally do well at those. But it used to be events. We were very much event. Although we've always been online, we've always had a shop or a Facebook page, etc. Our main outlet has always been events and a few shops that we stock. But of course, this past year, none of that at all. So we've had to push more online. So we've got our shop on this is really nice new website, this marketplace called what's it called? I think it's called Shop and
I think it is.
We've got a shop there. And we've also got another shop that specialises, it's an online marketplace, and it's only for makers, craftspeople from the Scottish Highlands, and it's called Highland Hiddle. And we tend to put some of our more expensive pieces over there. But we try and share them out, so a few go to each one, and we keep a few back for our
and they're unique,
fairs, which we hope will be back.
They're unique, aren't they?
They are unique because every single one is made individually by hand and not repeated generally. And even if we do repeat something, it never turns out the same twice because it's made by hand.
Yeah.
Completely made by hand. We pride ourselves on that. Everyone has got our fingerprints on it in a way.
They are.
They have to start with, but I mean, we don't leave them on there. We do make it smooth. But everything could be signed with a thumbprint if we wanted to.
I was thinking of that. I've actually seen little baby. Is it baby ones? Is that the same thing?
Fingerprint jewellery. Yeah, a lot of people do fingerprint jewellery.
They do.
And you can do it with the metal clays. It's quite easy to do with the metal clays. But some other people have these machines that engrave a fingerprint onto jewellery. It's two different things. But we could have done fingerprint jewellery, but everybody was doing fingerprint jewellery.
Yeah, they were. It was very.
We wanted to be different.
It was very popular.
We didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. We wanted to make the things that we like making. I've just finished this big ring. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
Did you not see my big ring, Chris?
Yes, I did. I do apologise. I did. It's got amethyst in it, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got an amethyst. I couldn't.
Is this for you? This is the one for you, isn't it?
This is one for me. Yeah, it was a prototype. I wanted to do a bit of practice on a big. Oh, it helps if I hold it to the actual camera.
You might have to pull it back a little bit. You might have to just pull it back a little bit. That's better. Yeah. So for our podcast viewers, it's a beautiful amethyst ring in silver, and it's quite a wide band. Has the band got detail on it?
It's Celtic. Celtic knots.
Beautiful, and that's your own.
And I went for purple because of the Scottish thistle.
It's beautiful.
So yeah, that's for me. Unfortunately, it only fits my little finger. But that's fine.
See, when I come up, I could make a pink heart.
Until I lose a bit of weight, then I might be able to move it up a finger.
I forgot what we were saying. I'm
No, we
completely
was,
right. I'm overcome by how beautiful that was. What was we saying?
I'm dreadful at sidetracking myself. Where was I up
I
to?
do it all the time, and I talk for a living.
Where we sell, that was the last
Yes,
thing. What did you ask me next? Where we sell.
where we sell, and you normally do craft fairs, like you said, and you've been off for a long time. When do they come back?
Well, hopefully we are planning to do one on the 10th of April.
Not long.
Down at Drumnadrocket, which is where Nessie lives.
Oh, is
Where
it?
the Loch Ness Monster lives. So yes, we're hoping to do our regular market on the green on the 10th of April, provided we can get enough stall holders that want to come out that soon. And we'll be doing another one on, I think it's the 26th of April, 2 weeks later, whatever Saturday that is.
Time.
So we're back. We are starting back.
It's time,
but of course,
isn't it?
at the moment, there's not going to be many tourists.
Ah.
There are a few creeping up here already, although they shouldn't be. But there won't be many tourists to start with. But by the time May gets here,
there will be.
We're hoping things are going to.
Things opening up a bit more in May. They are, aren't they? You like to travel in May? I think we might have frozen a little bit too, but I think we might have lost Sue on the podcast. See if I can get her back in a minute. She might be able to come back. So let me just go over there. Sue actually lives very. Oh, you're back. Are you back?
Yes, you keep breaking up on my screen and freezing.
You froze on mine.
I don't know. Oh, that's weird. It must be something to do with the connection.
It's probably mine and yours. I was just saying to while I was trying to get back, is that I've seen the green, and I want to come up to the green because it's right by Ness Monster, isn't it? Which you just said. Can you hear me?
You've got to come and meet Nessie.
Yeah, you can hear me. Cool. Yeah, I do want to come meet Nessie, and that's where all the tourists come. I hadn't put that together before, so.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's Nessie Land, so yes, a lot of tourists.
I didn't realise, yeah.
Just down the glen a bit. I'm about 20 minutes away from there. I'm up in the hills a bit more.
You get a lot of footfall through there then?
Fair amount. Not quite so much up in the hills here. It's mostly walkers and hikers that come up this end.
Yeah.
More than the general tourists, yeah. But that's fine, as long as we get some trade. Yeah. Their poor tourist businesses, they really need the trade now.
And then you sell in shops too, don't you?
Pardon?
You sell in shops.
Sell in shops. Yes, I do. Yes, we sell in 2 local cafes when they're open. They've got little gift shops. And we were going to have a new outlet in Inverness before lockdown hit, but we don't know what the standing is with that now. We don't even know if she's going to be able to do it. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's just going to be wait and see this year.
I think so.
Yeah, just see how we go.
So,
luckily enough, we've both got other incomes. So, I feel sorry for the people that rely on their craft business for their income.
Yeah.
We're in a lucky position that neither of us do. So, we can afford to sort of sit back a little bit and wait and see. But so many people I just can't.
No, and it's difficult online. Online can be very noisy and difficult to navigate round. So, but I love online. This brings us all together online. So where did we meet then? How long have we known each other? It's a long time, isn't it?
Since almost the start of the first artisan shop.
That's 3 years nearly.
Yes, because I was one of your first vendors, I think, when you decided to open that up. Yeah, so that's that's a while now.
And I've met Ali.
Yes, you've met our girl, yes.
We went to the...
Yeah, I've no idea what she looks like at the moment.
You've been dyeing your hair, Ali?
I don't know what colour hair she's got at the moment.
What colour? She's watching us. What colour's your hair? We went to the Handmade Festival. We met... I don't know if Ali was there when we met Kirsty or not. I can't remember. So I think she came down for 2 days. Our signal is not very good today. There's a poor network connection. I'll just carry on because it's fine. This is what we do.
That was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't come to that.
No, I
It was
know.
a shame I couldn't come down to that. If there ever is another one, I'm coming.
I think she did an online one this year. Purple just now. Her hair is purple.
Oh, right. We're back to purple.
So what
I'll be
else?
seeing her soon, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be soon. I think
Hopefully.
I think it is very soon, isn't it? We're allowed to.
Well, we can now because we can visit in gardens up here now.
I don't
So you can have visitors in the garden, and they are allowed to come in and use the toilet.
follow it. I
So we
don't
can
follow
have
it,
visitors.
Sue, because I don't see anyone anymore.
Well, it's different anyway. Between England, Wales, Scotland, we're all slightly different anyway.
Yeah.
So we're opening up a little bit slower up here, but you can have visitors in the garden. I had a visitor in the garden this morning for a coffee. So,
Oh, that's nice.
So I'll be able to see them soon.
So how did you come up with the name? That's the big question for everyone. It is an amazing name.
Well, you do brainstorming, don't you? We sat for a little brainstorming session, and because at the time, actually, when we first started, I think Ali was still living here in the village. She had a house here for a while, so we had a bit of brainstorming session, and couldn't decide and couldn't put the names together. You know, sometimes you join two names, and I can't even. Ali can probably remember better than me, but I can't actually remember who came up with it. But we sort of decided, because what we make comes from the earth, all the materials we use, the silver comes from the earth, the material to make the clay comes from the earth, the gemstones, they all come from the earth. The things we use leaves and twigs and flowers. We actually use them to make the jewellery. So everything comes from the earth. So everything we use are gems of the earth. So
I think it's
gems.
brilliant. I love the name. I think it's
it just seemed to be appropriate at the time. so that's what we've been for 12 years now. It must be nearly 13 now.
I think we've just missed a year now, and we're all going to always be thinking, oh, what happened in that year when we come back? We didn't do nothing. We didn't grow at all.
Oh, no. Bit of a static year, but adaptability is our word for this year. So this is what we're doing.
Very good word. Very good word for this year.
Yeah, we're just adapting to. Well, we had to do it last year as well, really.
Yeah.
We're just adapting to everything and anything. I've had to adapt to having a husband at home.
Yeah, because he didn't used to be, did he?
No. My husband used to work away. He's a coach tour driver, and he would work on round Britain tours in the summer months. So I'd see him during the summer every 4 weeks, maybe, for a few days. And in the winter, he used to buzz off to the Alps and do ski trips. I used to see him a bit more often in the winter, but not a lot. So I didn't see a lot of him, So this is why I craft so much, And the jewellery isn't the only craft I do. I knit, I crochet,
draw.
I paint.
Yeah, your paintings are lovely.
I paint and draw. I've got one here. I said, look at this one. I'll get him to put it on the wall for me one of these days. I've got this one.
So that is, you have to talk us through it, because for the people that can't see it on the podcast, what is it?
This is a painting I did years and years ago of a castle up here. It's quite a famous castle for tourists that have been up here. It's called Eilendonen Castle. And it sits on the road down towards Skye.
Beautiful.
The Isle of Skye, between here and there. And this is the Isle of Skye in the background.
Beautiful. You're very, very talented, Sue. If you can move it over.
I've got loads of these things floating about. I'll get them back on the walls one day. I used to sell them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I used to sell them again at the local shops, cafe and what have you. So a few people around here have got my pictures on their walls.
You've been crafty for a long time, haven't you?
I've been crafting all my life.
All your life. How long have you been in Scotland?
Scotland, we've been here 33 years this July. 33 years. I'm a London girl.
I know. I expect people can tell. I can still tell.
Yes, probably. Probably. London girl. Ali's an Essex girl.
And did you... Because your sister lives up with you now as well. Did she live there first?
My sister Barbara, who floats about on the Shop Homemade pages and helps us with our Earthgems page. She lives in a little village down the coast called Rosemarkie, where they have the most fantastic beach. And that's something else I'm missing. I'm really, really missing the beach.
Yeah, because you visit her quite a lot normally, don't you?
I do, yeah. Especially when Alf used to be away a lot, I'd go and spend a week at a time over there, or sometimes she'd come here. But I did like going over to the beach. Nellie loves the beach.
Nelly the dog.
Nellie is my dog, by the way, because Chrissy knows this. But we have a black and white Springer Spaniel called Nellie, who is an ex-gun dog. She's a retired gun dog. So I can't exactly call her a rescue because we didn't rescue her from anything. She just retired and came to live with us. So she's asleep down there.
She's gorgeous. She is gorgeous. I love all the pictures because you're very good at going live and you get your story out, and I see your videos going through the snow with Nelly and through the beautiful area.
Up a hill with a dog.
Yeah.
Up a hill with a dog.
Yeah. And you blog, or Ali blogs, doesn't she? Who does the blogs? Is it Ali? It's Ali who does the blogs, isn't it?
Ali does our blog, yeah, on our own little website, which is earthgems.co.uk. Easy to remember. And she's just sitting, I think today she's sitting right in the April gemstone. Awesome. We talk about, she blogs about gemstones every month, each month's birthstone. And this month it will be diamonds, which unfortunately is a gemstone that we don't really use.
I didn't know it was diamonds.
It's quite expensive. But she'll write about it anyway.
What's May? It's emerald, isn't it?
May, yeah, it could be. I don't know.
Yeah, that's mine. It's emerald because I was like, I'm not keen on green.
Oh,
I want May to be pink.
We have a zodiac stone as well, you know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Everybody has a zodiac stone as well. I don't know if she's put them on yet, but the lists will be on our website. You get on the blog site. You'll get a birthstone. You get a zodiac stone, and then you got some of the different stones for wedding anniversaries.
Oh, that's lovely. So Ali,
we put it all on there.
Ali's watching us, so if you'll be listening to this, yeah. Ali, what is my zodiac one? Is it pink? Is it pink? I need to know.
Find Chrissy a pink one, Ali. She'll go and look and come back to us now.
So, what's your plans for the future? I think we'll leave on that because we've heard about how your business is absolutely beautiful jewellery. Obviously, you can't see this in the podcast, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Check out both websites. 3 websites there that you can check out. Check out the blogs. We will, if you look at this page, which is shophammer.co.uk, you could put your links in it, couldn't you? So, underneath, so people can check it out that way. Yes. Google it, you'll find it.
Or on the Craft to Be Kind page.
Or on the craft, yeah, you'll find it anywhere. So if you're a crafter,
wherever Chrissy shares this to, I'll put the links.
I'll be sharing it everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and it'll be on podcast tomorrow. But what is your plans for the future?
I'm going to retire.
That's good.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
No, I'm not. I get to draw my pension in July. Which should be nice to have some money because my employer doesn't pay me much. I do this for love. Future, we're just going to carry on. We're just going to plod on, be adaptable, keep making the things we like to make.
Get back to those craft fairs.
Get back to our craft fairs. Get back to our workshops. You know, all the girls on Shop Handmade, all the admins, they all want to come and visit Scotland. So I think you should hire a coach, Chris.
Well, I've got my van. We won't get many in.
You need a coach because they all want to come. You can hire a coach. I'll book out the local chalet park and you can all come for a workshop.
That wouldn't be a bad idea if everyone's up for it. So anyone who wants to come with us, admin-wise, I'm up for it. I was coming last year. I bought my Vinnie van and then I went straight back into lockdown.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to live literally just across the road from a caravan site.
I know it'd be awful.
So if people want to come visit that way, awesome. Caravanning, camping.
Be awesome.
Yeah, you can do that as well.
I think I've only ever been to Edinburgh. I've been to Edinburgh, that's the only place, but you're much, much further up, aren't you?
Oh, much. Another 4 hours.
Another 4 hours. Oh my word! It's 5 hours to get to Molly.
Depends how fast you drive, of course, but 3 to 4 hours.
Amy's in.
Yeah.
Amy's in. She's coming. It takes me 5 hours to get to Sunderland from where I am, where Molly is in university.
Yeah.
So that'd take me 9 hours to get to you. Ish.
Yeah.
10.
It used to take us a full 12 hours to get up from Essex. Up here.
Essex is further down from me. Yeah, it'd probably take me about 10, but that's okay because I'll come in. I can't do 10 hours in a coach with them ladies.
You've got the van. You break your journey halfway up.
Yeah,
don't you?
I think the coach is a better idea. So thank you ever so much for coming on.
I know a good coach driver, Chrissy.
Oh yeah, you do.
I know the coach driver.
Yeah, you do. He could come and get us.
You get the coach. I'll send the driver.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be awesome, actually.
God, you'd all drive him mad.
We would. We absolutely would. So thank you ever so much for coming on our pod to be.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Podcast. I got to get my teeth out.
We'll have to get Ali to do one with you at some
point.
There you go,
Ali. Well. There you go. I'm hoping to go back onto the radio, so that will probably be May then, won't it? If it's opening up. God, it's been a long time since I've been in my.
Ali did say that she'd come on the radio with you. So.
There you go. Next month, hopefully, Ali, we do that through Zoom, so it's easy. It's just a chat like this, and then somebody else does all the stuff with the podcast. I do the stuff. Not a very good explanation, but I do. I pull out.
Chrissy does a lot of stuff.
I do a lot of stuff. And that's the polite version. So I think I've got. I can't remember who I've got lined up for next, but I'm also going to do one myself because the one thing we haven't mentioned is the book. We did a collaboration of a book called Crafting in a Crisis. There it is. From Stress to Success. So all about.
I'm going to keep this in my workroom on my desk because the bit at the back about with all the hints and tips in, it is good to refer back to. If you need to know something. So this lives in here now. But I've promised Ali that I might actually let her have this one, and I'll get myself a Kindle edition.
That might be a nice idea. Yeah. I've what was I going to say? Don't know. It's gone. I was just going to say I think we just collaborated together and come up with 22 of us in that book of what's happened in the last year. You can get that on Amazon. It's a bestseller on Amazon. And you can get it on shophandmade.co.uk. So that's a really lovely way to finish this. Go check the book out.
That's great.
Go check Sue and Ali out. And Ali did say, and I've got that in writing, she will come and do the radio show when we're back. I look forward to that, Ali. And take care.
Okay. You too. Bye.